Soviet special forces have just captured French nuclear missile silos, and the world is on the brink of destruction.
The attack in Alsace was a Maskarovka, designed to distract us from the real Pact offensive. After fixing NATO troops along the Rhine, the Pact special forces had taken control of Switzerland's main communication routes. At the same time, their airborne troops flew over the neutral country to attack the heart of the French defense, the plateau of Albion and its intercontinental missile silos.
This is the final battle for Operation Able Archer. It is good to have you all back. If you want to see more of this on the channel, Wargame in general, make sure you go ahead and click or tap that like button and let me know you want to see more. Let's get to it.
The garrison was able to lock the bunker doors, but it stopped answering our calls. Either it's under radio silence or it's been destroyed. We must retake this complex immediately before Soviet forces are able to force their way through to the command bunkers. The 2nd Foreign Parachute Regiment is on full alert and ready to be deployed.
Okay, this is it, the ultimate battle against the Soviets. We have our 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment for NATO ready to push against Pact forces that are here. We'd better get started. All right, let's see here. We're going to see a large attack against us. We have Abrams and Leos and other things at us. All right, let's see if we can get into some of these cover positions. We got a lot to do. All right, Soviet forces are steaming at us. We have a lot of objectives to complete, including capturing that main missile facility. So let's get our troops loaded up here. Let's send Milan F1 ATGM troops up there, and let's get everyone loaded up. Our Gazelles can go ahead and fly up high, and FAMA ready to go too. All right, Gazelles up high. There we go. All right, perfect. Looks like we got Rolands here too, anti-aircraft. We have to destroy 2 side objectives. It looks like the enemy's armored HQ on the left flank, and the air mobile HQ on the right flank, and the plateau HQ here where the nuclear missiles are stationed. Looks like they also have an airfield there, and also the nuclear missiles around there somewhere. Enemy infantry already approaching. We've got our AMX-32Bs and also our recon there. Looks like our forces are loading up here. All right, I think what we're going to want to do is we need to launch a rescue attempt against a pocket of French defense somewhere, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can find them. In the meantime, let's get some of our Pumas off the line, so that way there's no chance for them to be destroyed. We'll keep our Milan F1 in place, which means all of our infantry will just kind of pull towards the back, too. We want to stay out of trouble. Leopard 2s are already engaging Motor Strelicky, and it looks like T-64 BMs are moving in here to try to attack. Let's go ahead and see if we can keep an eye on them. If they get closer, they're going to only hit a wall of steel. All right, I think another thing here that would be good to call out would be artillery at this point, but it seems like we're really not in a good position to call that out. Let's go ahead and call out some AH-1Es and also some air recon. We can try to track down those enemy commands with the air force that we have at our disposal. We'll call out our other helicopter and see if we can get out some more units to defend and to strike enemy positions. We're also going to need, oh boy, we're going to need a lot of supply here too. So we better call out, let's see, some logistics forces to resupply those Leos and ATGMs. Looks like they're opening fire on something of ours. Probably the Leos. Enemy tanks are getting hit by an abundant amount of ATGMs. Excellent. T-64 BMs are being hit and stunned and probably destroyed here with an ATGM hit. Very good. All right, very nice. All right, tanks are going to surround us constantly. We're going to have to hold our line here in a constant defense against Soviet attacks. So let's get ready with our choppers. Let's go ahead and resupply if we haven't already. We need to find those French soldiers too. And I would imagine that they're probably inside of a town, wherever the... if they have tanks, they've probably been crushed. So we have a position here, there, here. I don't know where they could be. Small town just outside the base might be a good point, or over there. We'll have to find out where they're at. Okay, let's see. We've got tanks and troops and trucks ready to go. Cobras are resupplying. FOBs are not going to last forever, so we have to quickly hurry before we run out of supply. Here comes another wave of Soviet force. And here's our Rolands, too. Oh, and there's some choppers. Well, convenience. Let's see if we can get those Rolands up to the edge of the forest. All right, we're going to need a lot more anti-aircraft, too. We probably should get some more HEMTs out to help our troops hold the line. Looks like our Gazelle's already out. Look at that. Incredible. All right, looks like T-64As are approaching again. We need to engage that T-64A there. Zalos are being hit. Nice. We're hitting all the units that we can. Look at our helicopters are basically sitting at the our helicopters are sitting at the FOB. All right, big alert there as we lose a little recon unit. ATGMs are going out like crazy from the Gazelles, from the Milan, from the Cobras. All this just to hold these units back. All right, Roland's need to engage Mi-24s. Those are going to be a constant problem. Maybe we should attack that air HQ first. Look at the amount of Roland missiles being fired there just to lock that thing down. All right, luckily all we've lost so far is a recon vehicle. All right, Hemets are resupplying. Whatever was there is finished. All right, good job. Okay, let's go ahead and go on the offensive now. Let's try to the armored HQ on the left flank. They're going to attack again, so we're going to continuously have to be in a defensive stance while we also attack at the same time. Gazelle are resupplying. Hemets are out. Gazelle need to resupply here. Alright, enemy attacks are going to come in again. I'm mostly nervous about the enemy helicopters because those have quite a good range. Enemy vehicle spotted again. Let's just go ahead and ignore them. Keep moving. Keep moving. Alright, let's see if we can find this air HQ. Enemy armored HQ, rather, on the left. The enemy does have some FOBs out that we're able to capture. So we will be able to capture FOBs if we creep forward. But the most important thing is additional points for reinforcements out there. So we will need to break out of the enemy's defensive net. But they can call out way more tanks than we can. Look at that. They're constantly coming in with vehicles. Cobras are getting ready to fire. That'll stun them. Beautiful. Alright, very good. Okay, let's get the Cobras up here. Hopefully we don't encounter any sort of anti-aircraft. Alright, there we go. We're advancing now. Afghansky. That thing is anti-aircraft and also anti-ground. It's more anti-infantry weapon. We're going to have to crack the T-64s. Those machine guns are a little too deadly. Very close to the enemy's air HQ as well. Alright, they're stunned. And destroyed. Good. Alright, get the next one. Kiowa, how'd you lose track of that thing? There we go. He dipped into that little valley. Alright, good. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Let's get up to that armored HQ. Alright, hopefully that'll cut down the amount of tanks coming in and we can actually take a breather. Looks like Leo's got hit on the left side. Hemets are still holding. Cobras are going to need resupply. Let's go back to the FOB. Gazelles are ready. Alright, we're going to probably see a L. There we go. Enemy tanks again. T-64s. Very nice. They're going to get smashed. Very good. Alright. Oh, actually, we found an enemy vehicle and an enemy FOB. Alright, get that. Yep, go, go, go. Fantastic. Alright, objective complete. Damn difficult. Well, now we see an opening here. On the left flank, it looks like we're able to sneak past with choppers. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll sneak our airborne in. Let's see if we can get behind like Echo or Kilo, somewhere over there. See if we can find our French forces. We're going to resupply here. Get baited, son. We got them. Alright, very good. Alright, AMXs are still stationary. I really wish we could transport vehicles with choppers. It would be so nice to be able to heliport an AMX-10P somewhere into battle and then drop it off. Alright. Only 8 minutes into the battle. We need a little bit of breathing room. We need to be able to go out and see if we can capture another zone so we can get some more points. It's not necessary, but it would help. Okay, let's see. These choppers are almost ready. Let's see if we can guide our Pumas through. Uh-oh. I thought I saw a unit there a second ago. Alright, let's go all the way to the left flank. And we'll sneak up here to Delta. We actually could call in a flying command of some sort. We do have a... actually, right now... that would take all of our points. But right now, we could actually... boy, I wonder if we could sneak a command all the way to Delta. It may be worth it. We'd have to babysit it, but let's try. Go all the way to the left. Looks like there's a red alert going on here. I don't know what the constant red alert is. Alright, Gazelle's out of ammo again. Okay, let's see. So we've only lost a recon unit there. We could call out another recon chopper, but for 220 points we can call out another light chopper. Alpha and Indy are going to be difficult to capture, but at least we're going to see the end of the tanks now with the capture of Delta, or at least the pacification of it. I don't know if this M11 is going to be able to get there. Oh, God. Well, worst case scenario, we'll have a vehicle come out and deal with that. All right, Conkers are there. Let's ignore that. Those can't do anything against our choppers. Tunguska. That's going to be a hellhole. Ooh, NMI-24s. Okay. All right, we're going to have to punch through some of this stuff. Let's clear the way. Give ourselves breathing rooms. Go. All these light vehicles should be instacked and one and done by rockets. These are essentially just Jeeps with a Conkers on the back of them. Hard to hit, but shouldn't be hard to destroy. Spetsnaz forces, okay. Let's keep our choppers up in the air. It's going to be a little harder than I thought. It's going to take forever for that command to get here. Oh, hell. Soviets are bringing everything. French survivors are still holding out in the bunker silos. They can transmit but cannot receive. Oh, boy. All right, let's see. We're coming. All right, I need to figure out a way to get up on top of that plateau. We also need to destroy that air mobile HQ. Perhaps we could squeeze in between here, but we got a lot of units to clear out of the way before we do that. Let's see if we can bring up some cheaper... do we have American... Oh, yeah, the Hogs. Rocket pods, gunships, rocket... let's see, that's 30... That's 14 rockets. These things are going to be deadly against enemy infantry. Let's go with these, the heavy Hogs. Now we're going to go far left. Looks like we can only sneak through this way. Okay, let's come back. All right, we're setting up some breathing room here to bring in some reinforcements for fuel. Seems like the Soviets' attacks have stopped for now. They seem to know that we're serious in our defense. But we need to break through to that silo. Essentially, we're just on the outside. We just need to go to the right flank and eliminate that other air HQ. Uh-oh. Enemy helicopters are coming in for an attack. There's a possibility that they can attack those choppers. Heavy Hogs striking some enemy tanks. Totally fine.
On my way to coordinates. Out. Let's fly.
Less attacks that we have to deal with at the main bay. God.
On my way to coordinates. Out.
Oh, got lucky.
Heading to given grid reference.
All right, there is a T-64 out there that could threaten the command.
Out. Target in sight. Adjusting aim.
Grenade launchers going out and shooting.
Where do you go, sir? Captain of the crew, welcome to aboard.
There we go.
Someone need a guardian angel?
All right, that fob's going to run out quick. Hemets are still holding. Gazelles are holding. All right, we're going to have to capture, I think, Alpha and Delta on this left side. It's going to take longer than I thought just because of the constant enemy counterattacks. 186 fuel left. We're, what do we start at? 420? Dank. Well, we'll have to get up there at some point. All right, let's make sure the way is clear. Don't want to get that ambushed at all. All right, well, we've done a good job of sneaking around the enemy and cutting out their defenses on the left side and their ability to counterattack. It seems like there's some units there up front. I just want to make sure we're completely clear for that. All right, the Hogs look fine. I think we're all good to attack. Let's go ahead and attack now up here. And then I'm going to call in additional choppers this way. We can also call in a few more Hog gunships, which are just with the rocket pods, which are great. That's going to be really good at slicing through enemy defenses. Tunguska's there are a threat to our infantry and anything else. I want to try to get up here and see what's up in these woods, but we're going to need armor to get up there. No doubt about it. T-64Bs now coming in from the rear defense. Okay, their attacks have slowed to a crawl, so we're able to resist them a little bit better now. So we won't have to worry about defenses at HQ much longer. I want to have another command go to the left, but we have to kind of clear out that way with tanks. So let's go ahead and start moving up on the left. Let's get a little bit more aggressive now. Leopard 2s are going to come up here. AMXs. and the Hemet.
What is it you want this
Enemy choppers flying around. I just saw that. Infantry I don't think are going to be very useful considering the amount of tank attacks we've been seeing. They're going to get caught out in the open. Hence the name of this place being a plateau. Tunguska's still stationary. Keeping an eye on it.
Spotted something?
Looks like we've ran out of supply.
I need that tail rotor check. Heading to given grid reference. Situation is under control.
Vehicle there almost out of fuel. Super Chinook's going to have to come over to help it along the way. I would have paid for a flying command, but it would have been probably more expensive. It would have been 220 points out of our pocket, which could have gone towards more offensive weapons rather than just a capturing of the command.
Don't have any air defense.
Okay, let's keep
On my way
pushing.
to coordinates. Out.
Now, what we could have also done here alternatively is gone with a lot of artillery, too, to bombard the enemy's position and just keep supplying. However, we need to go out to find French units. There's units out there that need our help, and we need to find them. They're not on the left flank, and I doubt they're somewhere over here. So I could only imagine them being here, but we haven't found them yet. T-64B spotted again. AMX is engaging. Oh, boy. Time to hide. Lucky shot on the Leo 2. Little damage, but nothing really to be concerned about. Alright, the M114A1 is almost out of fuel. There's that Tunguska around here, so we need to land right about here. I don't think he's going to make it even if he tried. 14 fuel left. Let's try to go to the very southern tip of that defense. Alright, a lot of vehicles coming in now.
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
Oh, 2 Tunguskas up there and lots of enemy tanks.
Good scout is one you don't see.
They know what we're up to.
Sneaking in.
Alright, well, with the Tunguskas there and the enemy vehicles, we need to capture some more. This is going to be really waiting for points now. We need more points. That's why we're pushing up. Let's bring up recon to the flank. Okay, let's go up there. Alright, we're out of fuel.
Someone need a guardian angel? Need some extra eyes, sir?
Ramelan cloaking device engaged. Alright. Mi-24 VP's out there too. Oh, thank God. We have Roland's right there.
What is it you want this?
Okay, that Air Mobile HQ has got us pinned down more than anything else. Wow, look at all those tanks coming in. We have no more supply for them. Alright, we'll get a Super Chinook up here to arm them up. Really what we need here is FOBs in order to resupply them. I'm going to push up now with our tanks as we seem to have secured that area with the AMX. Doesn't look like there's any enemy tanks here. They seem to be distracted up at the top. Okay, so long as that vehicle's routed, we're good. Okay, so we're about to create a huge defensive position now. Thank God the Mi-24Vs are getting shot down by the Rolands, who are now skilled fighters. Oh, another Leo 2 destroyed. Unfortunate, but now that's our next threat. Warsaw Pack launches an offensive through Switzerland. Intense fighting for Lyon. Oh boy. It's only going to get worse before it gets better. Well, we may have lost 2 tanks, but the enemy just lost about over almost 4,000 points worth of vehicles in this gamble to capture French nuclear missile silos. These guys are too panicked, it's worthless. Keep firing now.
I knew you wouldn't leave us idle for long.
Alright, well, we've captured that FOB.
Tail rotor check.
Are we taking fire from somewhere? We need to get another Yeah, there's definitely something out there. Let's have the Roland's pull back.
I knew you wouldn't leave us idle.
There we go.
You wouldn't leave us idle for long.
It's a grenade launcher. And VDV. Lots of infantry. Oh, hell.
Spotted something? En attente de vos ordres, mon colonel.
Oh, this is far from over.
I knew you wouldn't leave us idle for long.
All right, let's hit these guys in the flank.
Why do I have the feeling you're about to put our lives? Qu'est-ce que vous voulez qu'on transporte?
Okay, time to get a command up here. Where the hell did that missile come from? Let's close range on these guys quickly. Wow, the Soviets still, with their ability to counterattack. VDV able to sneak up because of our loss of our earlier recon. Alright, we are able to bring up another command now. Okay, well this has taken a little while to solidify our position, but now we've got it. We now have a 4-point income. Let's take the high route. Let's go up here on the tree line. There we go. Whew. Okay, let's see. Boy. Well, we need another capturing of that fob. I think there's enemy forces between us and that fob there. Let's move up. There's a Tunguska there. Let's get the AMXs to destroy that. AMX 10Ps are eliminating that unit.
Go ahead, over. Grab the binoculars, Corporal.
Damn nightmare.
We'll get a better look from there. Someone need a guardian angel?
Forgot we had the helicopters there. Okay.
Ja, Kommandant.
I think the Leos are spotted by some sort of recon, or they're just not fully in cover. Let's go this way. Let's exchange supply. Nice hits. Good job. French, very accurate. Glass cannons, but they can land some GPS-guided rounds. Alright, lots of VDV around now. We may possibly see more choppers. Let's go back to the fob. Alright, Alpha is secured now. The left flank is looking more solidified. I want to try to sneak around and start launching attacks from the left flank like that. More enemy recon. Damn, I need to do something with this infantry. They're essentially worthless out in the open. They're just going to end up like the Soviet VDV are. We don't have the billions of points. I don't know where the hell the enemy's getting all this support. They have only 2 points captured. So unless Foxtrot is worth 50 points per second, I don't know how the hell they're continuously calling in all this support. I essentially was trying to bleed them dry by capturing positions, stopping them from attacking, but it seems like it's only pissed them off. Seems like that's the only thing it's managed to do here. Alright, well, we got to call in some supply for the choppers. That's the only thing that's gotten us this far. So let's call in some more vehicles for supply. And keep advancing with the AMX to ensure that we have a clear area to work with these choppers. And it looks like this fob is almost out of ammunition anyway. Okay, well, we have a foothold. They can't deny it. We've got it pretty much locked down. And we're running out of supply, though. Enemy choppers could come back. I think what we want to do here at this point is artillery, but we need more speed. We're not going fast enough here, but we can't just cut straight through the Soviets. There's just too many of them, and they continue to counterattack, and there's choppers again. No surprise. Alright, go that way. Alright, Kiowa's here. I thought I called out another recon ground unit, but I guess not. Alright, well, now we're at a little bit of stalemate here. We're going to need more supply back here for sure. Is that not a call-in point? Oh, we don't even have Delta secure.
My staff and myself are ready, sir.
Oh, good thing I didn't call out too many units.
Défense aérienne prête. À votre service, mon colonel. Someone need a guardian angel?
Those choppers need to come up to defend.
Let's hope the enemy don't have any air defense.
Missile en position de tir, mon colonel.
Damn it, they're going to get the Leos.
Où voulez-vous qu'on aille, mon colonel?
They're getting way too many choppers. They have, so at this point, we got a BS situation. They're getting 2 command points. We have 3, possibly 5 now. And they're just continuously calling out air units, continuously calling out ground units. They're continuously attacking.
Sky is ours.
Losing a Cobra to that as well. I'm not too concerned about the tanks, but the
Need a tail rotor check.
Cobras we need. Each one of those points worth, look at that, helicopters worth 90 points. At this point, they've already lost their operational effectiveness.
Where do you want it? Where do you need us, sir?
Rollins, for love of God, put an end to that BS. Thank God. Alright, well, rip to the Leos. Unfortunately, the enemy just got a 175th Convenient Division where they just were able to drive through with that. Nothing I can do about that, I suppose. We need to get all these this air fob going. Yeah, so this is the point now where the enemy's got about 17,000 points remaining in the bank, and there's just nothing we can do. Even though tactically we've cut them off reinforcement-wise, they're still able to get vehicles out. Helicopters, I guess, being the biggest pain in the ass. Rip to the Leos, but I guess they were necessary to secure that lowland. And they've destroyed a countless number of ground units, too. Alright, let's continue to load up from the FOB. Super Chinook's going to need to come in with supply, too. Alright, we're going to support these units. One hell of a mission, though. Alright, well, I'm just annoyed by the constant helicopters that the enemy has. It seems like every time they attack, they have the same number of units after losses than less. Now, obviously, they have some defenses around the base that are clustered up like that. Actually, I think those are Tunguskas sitting in the middle of that field. Ooh, we've captured a FOB, though. Yes, if we kill those, we'll have this. Hold on. Bring up that recon. Alright, luckily everything's been resupplied. We're going to bring up Infantry 2 T-64A. A few more things sitting there. Let's hit those Tunguskas now.
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
I'm going to creep along this peninsula until we get to that damn Air Mobile HQ. That is my biggest nightmare. I guess our biggest losses have been the Leos, that one tank battle and them flying up on top of them. But as you can see, the Rolands are not only expensive, but check this out. One of the worst things about the Rolands is this. They have an accuracy of 8, which is like our best anti-aircraft weapon at the moment, and they still miss a lot, and it takes a lot to kill an enemy helicopter. And when they come in groups of 2, you really can't. There's not really much you can do to deal with that other than just take it on the nose. All right, one Tunguska out of the way. Let's get the other one out of there. Now, at this point, if we had the Leos, they'd be up on the plateau now. But we've captured yet another enemy FOB. So that's great. All right, let's get our helicopters up here. All right, so what I want to do now is launch an attack where I'm going to try to have the high ground. And let's see if we can get to this point. Like right about here should be good. And then we can fire at the HQ down there. I don't know if it's precisely marked where it is, but we're going to take a look for it. All right, luckily we haven't had much ground units, though, to be honest. We've been winning a lot of this via the sky. So we're probably going to get attacked again. 2 Rolands isn't even enough. We need more now. So since we're probably going to deal with some more choppers, let's go with some more Rolands. We have actually 3. That's about as best as we can call out is 3 ground units for anti-aircraft. Alright, well, despite that little setback, it seems like we now have the advantage again. Maybe I was, maybe my complaints were a little too forthcoming. I'm not seeing any enemy attacks at the moment, but that doesn't mean they're not coming. Ooh, a convenient PT-76 right there. How the hell did we miss that with air recon right there and ground recon? Recon sometimes is just false reassurance. Okay, they were parked right there probably. Okay, BRDM. Looks like a lot of recon now. So I'm not too worried about vehicles that we started with. Anything that we got for free, I'm not too concerned with. Okay, I want our Leos back. All right, Rolands are here. AMXs are here. Cobra and Gazelle. I'm going to leave the Cobras back here to secure. Yep, there comes Mi-24Vs again. I'm not playing that anymore. Let's try to get a recon vehicle up. There we go.
Where do you need us, sir?
Seems like the Cobra's damaged. Let's land over here. Alright, we just need to defend ourselves against air units. Yep. Alright, well, luckily we're calling up Rolands now. I think what we, I guess an alternative method would be to immediately bombard and artillery the hell out of the enemy's air position, like the air base, but what you need to do is hit it with artillery, and that could either be a one-and-done first shot, or you could never hit it. So artillery is no guarantee unless you have a corrected shot. And good luck getting any sort of vehicles over there. Dude, Rolands. Wow. Choppers are super... How are they calling out more of those? Effectively, they've lost at this point because they've lost the ability to attack, point, and strategic-wise, but they're still doing it. Alright, anyway. Now we need some more points for some tanks. Alright, our base is well defended. Alright, let's see if we can get up here now to destroy that plateau HQ. And what the hell's that? More Tunguskas. Great. Okay, let's get some tanks up that are actually capable of doing some damage. Alright, the M1A2s at this point should be good. If we engage any sort of heavy tanks, we're going to use the aircraft. And if we engage anything light, the German tank should be able to deal with it. AMX is a good tank to start with, but not great against anything that can fire back, to be honest. It's like a comparable, actually a better tank than the German tank, the Leo 1A2, because it has the 20mm. It's more accurate. However, the armor is just non-existent. Well, despite all of our any sort of setback, I'd still rather be on my team. We have about we have quite a few points more than they do. They've lost about 6,000 versus our 600, and most of their kills have just been like, oh yeah, we found your stuff. Oh, look at that, our helicopter's conveniently there where you don't have AA cover, which is pretty large. But as you see, Rolands can't hit a damn thing. Let's get our Rolands up there. All right, if there's Tunguskas in front of us, they should still be able to engage our AMXs, so we need to be careful. That's why we're bringing up the tanks. So as soon as the tanks make their way up here, it should be a pretty fun time. The units we're against is the 104th Guards Airborne Division, which is the Choppers, I believe, or the Air Mobile Brigade. Actually, I think that's it, is the Air Mobile Brigade. So they've been doing the most amount of damage to us. So we could have called in artillery to start, but look at that large area you have to hit. That enemy command could be anywhere. And even if we bring up our choppers, there's Tunguskas everywhere. We could probably swing them up the right side, but we wanted to keep our helicopters here to where we already gained an advantage over them. Alright, well now that we've got a tank here, let's send up the final French tank, see if we can find anything, as well as the AMX RC. Let's bring up some more recon too. Not Luke's. Do we have any more of those French recon? Yes. Yes, give me more of those RCs. Those things are great. I think it's got a 90mm on it. No, it's 105. 105mm main gun for recon. Pretty good. Alright, looks like they've given up the attacks at our base. We got Rolands all over to prevent any of that happening again. Previously, we just didn't have the points as we were expanding our supply lines, but now we have the whole left flank captured. Alright, the Soviets may be trying to get into that base, so we need to stop them. AMX has come on up. Let's see what we got there. Kiowa, let's provide some recon. We know there's a Tunguska there to start with. Roland, come up behind that. Let's start getting our head in the game. Alright, you attack that way. Come on up. There we go. RC's engaging the Tunguska. Has good accuracy, too. Let's bring up everything. Our choppers haven't even been able to do anything. Those Pumas. Spetsnaz troop trying to keep even with our recon. Let's actually keep an eye on them so they don't do anything. They haven't been attacking, but I don't want them to. Did we get everything over here? Let's clear this tree line on the right side. I still don't know where we're going to find that defense. We're running out of spots that it could be. Dear God, no. Not those damn Conqueror's forces again. Look at how they're all sitting in the same spot. This game knows that there's no aircraft. Oh, thank God. Oh, it's VDV. Oh, that's going to be a hit. Goodbye, RC. Oh, never mind. Oh, damn, choppers. Speed forward. Alright, get those damn infantry into the woods. Let's keep an eye on that northern side. Well, the AMXs have gotten lucky. Get those damn choppers. Wreck 'em, boys. Look at that. Those choppers just get to come in. It's a delete button no matter what. Look at how many damn choppers they get. Alright, let's unload our infantry here. Let's check and see what the hell's going on at that city. All those forces around, dude. Well, that's why we brought up multiple recon. Alright, let's bring up more of those. Well, with this being the last mission, it's definitely going to be harder, so there's no question about it. The enemy's still counterattacking. This is just BS right now. They do not have the points to do this. They're getting an income of 2. They've lost over probably 1,000 points alone in just helicopters. So if you're trying to play this one logically, I guess it's not working. How dare I? How dare I play this game within some sort of a parameter? What the hell? Oh my goodness, Saint Christol. That has our... Oh, look at that. It's got our French forces there. Are you kidding? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. All of these men are under arrest. You are all under arrest. That is it. That is treason. Those units were sitting there. Those choppers flew over and you did nothing? Who do you think they were shooting at? Oh, unacceptable. All right, that's a war crime right there. All these fully armed troops still not shooting at the troops there. Hello? They're walking right by you. They're right there. Maybe they're holding him prisoner or something. I don't know. They're not even helping. We have no units to assist with that. Alright, AMX is lending some support. Now they just got a hold. We got to get that secondary objective done. Alright, let's find that Air Mobile HQ and get this mission over. Oh, damn. Alright, so obviously the Air Mobile HQ having some good defenses around it. Alright, well, we tried to bring up the choppers for defense. How the hell did our recon that was sitting right there not even see them? Actually, wait a minute. Where is that vehicle? Oh, right there. Oh, the hell. The VDV were able to kill that, too. I can't believe this, dude. I don't even see that unit at all. More AMXs are here, though. All right, let's work with the tanks to clear them out.
Quelque chose pour nous, mon colonel?
Hopefully we don't ever see any more enemy choppers again.
A été repéré?
Did you guys get them? What the hell? I can't believe they didn't even assist us in the fight. All right, let's get our ground recon up now that we have some area to hide up here. Let's take a peek at where they are. We're going to basically win the battle from here. Link up with the pocket of French... Oh, French defense. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting, because they seem to have walked right past you. Okay, so here's what would be nice. In the game, if I get close... Now, of course, it's way too late to patch any of this or do anything. You know, it looks like we actually earned back all the stuff that we may have lost. Like, look at 3 AMX HOTS. But it would be nice that if you get close, they start shooting at the pocket of resistance here, the choppers flying over the top of them. Like, there's no way that those Soviets didn't see them. They literally walked past them. All right, enough complaints. Let's get the job done. That's what we're here to do. We're going to advance and find the... luckily, we only lost, like, some heavy hogs, which aren't that big of a deal, really. Now we just got to find the final enemy air mobile HQ and advance with the Rolands. Because you know they're going to have choppers. Wow, those were nicely hidden. And there's the choppers. Stop there. Alright, we're going to bring up some logistics just in case. Because our helicopters and our recon are going to need it. Or rather, our Rolands are going to need it. Wow, so the choppers, in retrospect, I think if I play this again, the first thing I'm going for is that damn air mobile HQ. But also, it doesn't hurt to take out the continuous tanks that are hitting you in the flank either. Because even if the enemy has that armored HQ, that doesn't mean that they just don't call them out from over there. They call them out here too, so you're flanked by tanks. So it's like, how do you want to die? Air or ground? Alright, we're seeing 5 anti-aircraft units. Chopper flying in, no problem. Able to fire at all of our forces there on the ground, which are now stunned and such. 5 anti-aircraft guns. Wow, we were able to shoot something down. Good job. Wow, I can't believe that. The Roland is the best of the best that we have. There's a Tunguska there still. Let's clear that out. Then we'll get the Chinook up here. Alright, let's start scouting out the Soviets up here, the missile base. Well, we're lucky we found the French. I had no idea where they were. I don't know if I've even ever completed that secondary objective, but damn it, we did it. Oh, good. Well, this is one where I agree with these secondary objectives. I don't like them when they're silly. Like, for example, imagine if the objective was like, secure every sector, you know, or whatnot with a command unit. It's like, why? All we got to do is just go in and capture the, you know, our main objective is to make sure the Russians don't have control of our nukes. That's the main important goal here. Obviously, the most important reason for that is because otherwise they can shoot them at our allies or whatnot. We'll have a huge international incident. Look at that BS. Choppers getting ready to shoot on the ground. Lols. Alright, Rolands are rearming. Good thing we did that. So I would say it's very difficult to engage that unit on the ground, but hey, we've got almost over 7 times the amount of kills the enemy does. So despite taking a lot... I'm not Iron Manning this. There's no way to do this one. And I like this mission. This is probably the coolest one so far where the fate of the world is at stake. There's some more choppers there. But you can see my frustration with the points and everything like that. But whatever. Let's get in there. Let's capture that position. Oh, VDV still annoying. Wow, look at how stealthily hidden they are, too. The AMX was right here and couldn't even identify them. Choppers are leaving. How the hell with this? Alright, let's go on a full-scale attack. With everything we got. Really? There's choppers parked there? What in the hell? Dude, what the hell? How the hell with this?
On my way to coordinates.
Dude, whoa, the amount of chop... Dude, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 choppers.
Flying in.
Get those Leos underneath them and open up with the machine gun. There's no amount of anti-aircraft you can call out to deal with that.
Let's hope the enemy don't have any air defense.
Alright, well, we've got... we're approaching, like, nuclear levels worth of BS right now. Like, this is actually beyond. So at this point, I'm just going to fly in and de-BSify this.
Let's hope the enemy don't have any air defense.
Obviously, you don't want to risk your choppers. Oh, hell, look at the amount of stuff they have here. Dude, that's way too many units for us to deal with ground-wise. What the f... Alright, get that thing before it lays eggs. Yeah, just go for it. Well, there was the command the whole time. It literally marks where it is. So if you don't want to die, just call out a... yeah, we have to hit that thing. There we go. Wow. Absolute BS with the amount of choppers, dude. And the lack of points that the enemy has command-wise. Ridiculous. Alright, destroy the Plateau's HQ. No problem. I'm done with this one, dude. I was praising it as being a cool mission, but that amount of, like, the nuclear level worth of BS in the choppers is ridiculous. The number that they get, their accuracy, the fact that they can just shoot down aircraft and whatnot in the sky. Alright, we're going to just go all out. Obviously, the French aren't going to be waiting anymore if nuclear battles are at our disposal. Give me artillery on that thing and kill it all. That's it, man. This is what we should have did at the beginning. It's probably the easiest way to cheat this mission, really. Fire artillery here, fire artillery there, and then go, you know, somehow find the French defense. So I don't think you can do it without doing this. Wow, ridiculous. 2,000 points from just some BS ambush. The amount of choppers here, dude. Ridiculous. They didn't even... So, wait a minute. Actually, let me ask this question. So, the armored HQ had, like, what? A couple tanks guarding it? Like a Tunguska and a tank? But over here, it's $75 billion worth of choppers? Wow, dude. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, you two go ahead and route. Do whatever. Just kill it. Just kill it now. Ridiculous. Alright, dude. Alright. It's not a nuclear meltdown. Relax. They've captured our Euro trucks. Good. Well, all these traitor French can go back and die. Because they did not fight for us when we found them either. Wow. Dude, that is just an incredible amount of BS. Like, all these other weapons suck, by the way. Like, the Vulcan, horrible range. Inability to engage with them. Like, even the PVAD's worthless. It's worthless. I played this game before. I know this Chaparral's okay. The PVAD's is okay. The Roland is good. But good is, like, horrible in this game. Alright, well, let's just bombard the hell out of them. Alright, we're getting close. I think even if we get recon up there, it's not going to work. Alright. Foxtrot secured by the enemy? How? What? Oh. Oh, that means we stunned their command. Oh, there we go. Good. It's done. It's over. Oh, thank God. Thank God. In fact, if we would have done that from the beginning, if you finish that, you don't get to do the side objectives. So.
With the plateau regained, the French government unilaterally decides to apply its policy of nuclear retaliation.
Oh my God, what? Oh my God, we've nuked the Soviets. Oh, it didn't matter anyway. The world came to an end. What? What? How vague? With the plateau secure, France decided to say F this S and fired a full-scale nuclear missile. What? Like, wow. All right. So in retrospect, I think the best thing to do here then would be to flank left to capture the enemy's armored HQ as we did, then flank right to find the French defenders in the center as we did, and then instead of counterattacking the enemy's air HQ, just basically call out a ton of artillery, bombard the hell out of it until that chopper dies, and then do the same with the plateau, because the objective is not to fight through them, it's just to disable their HQs. But this provided more entertainment for you all, so at least it all that complaining and all that, it was still a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. So look at all the units are that I got killed. Let's see how many. Look at that Mi-24V. Look at it's not even anything else except for aircraft. Yeah, look at that. Only other kills were Tunguska, Igla. So it was either we were killed by air or anti-air. It was totally an air battle. The only thing that got a kill was T-64A on an AMX and a PT-70B of a AMX-32, and then VDV when we fought it out near the French town, and then 2 Rolands. So that was it. Everything else was the Air Force. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. Remember to click or tap that like button. If you want to see another campaign, show your support. It should be overwhelming. So make sure you go ahead and do that, and we'll go on to the next campaign. I think, in fact, the next campaign takes place in a nuclear war, though it's an incredibly difficult campaign. But I'll mix them around, do whichever ones seem the most fun, and we'll continue on. I'll see you all soon. Thanks for your support. Hey, despite me complaining, it was still fun, and I highly recommend European Escalation. At least we got all of our secondary objectives done, so that's cool. So either I do the mission and have a good time, and I'm like, oh, that was easy with no secondary objectives completed, or I complain and everything's done. All right, well, I guess that's the sign of a true grunt. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.